Good evening, Commanders. This is Commander Midnight 81. I'm going to take a trip to the Pleiades. I don't know how far I'm going to get to there, but I'm going to try to get about as much as I can done within a couple hours, probably till about midnight or so. Don't hold me to that. Right now I'm at the Bull installation in the system HIP 20056. Let's get underway. I'm playing with a, on the PlayStation, it's a HOTUS, the Thrustmaster 4. Been enjoying playing with this.
Make way for oncoming traffic.
Landing gear retracted.
Hope everyone's doing well tonight. It's 8:30 here on the East Coast for Pennsylvania.
Flight path is clear. 07, Commander.
Alright, let's take a look here, see if my route is still set. Yep, still set. We're heading to Merope. I've heard that's a good spot possibly to harvest barnacles, get some meta alloys. Taking smaller jumps. I've been scanning as I go, doing detailed service scans on the more valuable targets.
Frameshift drive charging.
First jump of the evening. As we get closer to the Pleiades, let's hope we can steer clear of the Thargoids. You know, that's an area that they like to visit and harass commanders.
Fuel stupid.
I'm flying in a Cobra Mark III. This is my third ship. I've been playing for approximately a month now, on and off. Pretty heavily here recently. Let's go up here and scan the system, see what we have. Whoop, I never did scan it. Nine bodies. Looks like we got a couple gas giants. I like to scan the gas giants first because a lot of times you have a lot of planets around them. Class 1. I know the Class 1s I think are more valuable than the other ones, but I stick mostly to the Earth-like water worlds. and the metal rich. Let's switch back over here to these rocky bodies. Try to find us. Looks like they're class 3 with rings. I'm gonna scan down to the rocky bodies and ice ones and get these ones beside it. That's an interesting looking one. Oh, getting interdicted here. Let's just get out of this. Got nothing in my cargo. Alright, go bug someone else, buddy. Alright, looks like I got all the giants, gas giants. Let's get these rocky bodies. Nice.
System scan complete.
And we're at scanned 8 bodies. I'll just double check, but don't think there was anything really to. Whoops. No, I'm butted. There is a station there, but we're good on fuel for now. We'll jump to the next system. Thirty-three bodies.
Fuel snipping complete.
Looks like we might be spending a little bit of time here in this system. Ammonia World, that is a good one. We're going to be hitting that one. I'm just going to mark that one right now. Gas giant with water-based life. Class 1 gas giant. That's all the gas giants. We'll move down here. Whoop, missed one. Missed a bunch. I know a lot of commanders that just leave the rocky bodies, but they add up. And I'm a little bit of a collector person myself, where I have an issue where I gotta collect them all, you know? High metal content. I don't know if anyone who plays this game, if they've had any first discoveries or not. I haven't gone out far enough really to have been able to make my first discovery, but hopefully soon. Looks like there's a lot of cash to be made in this system. Three more to go. And we'll grab these last two here, and then I'll complete the scan.
System scan complete.
Alright, first off, I'm gonna head out to that ammonia system. ammonia planet. Oh, it's a little. It's pretty far away. Let's see. Of course, all the very I think I'll head out there first, get that one, because I think that one's worth a lot more. And we'll see. I might just get this one and then go to the next system. This one's not as far out as I thought it was going to be. Should be there within 30 seconds or so. As long as I don't go flying by it. One thing that's annoying me about this Thrustmaster already is I've probably put about 10 hours into it, and I think it's already starting to drift on me. I notice if I give it a quick, better pay attention here, if I give it a quick flick, it straightens itself out for a little bit, but it keeps coming back. I'm gonna blow by it. I got rid of my Super Cruise Assist. It was just one extra thing I could get rid of to add something to it. I was originally going to do mining. In fact, I still have a lot of mining stuff on here, but I haven't really had that much success yet in doing that. Fairly new to that. Alright, let's see if we can get up here close enough to shoot off our scanners, our probes. Alright. We'll shoot this sucker right here, right at the horizon. One down here at the horizon. And what I was understanding, that white line indicates the horizon on the sides there. Try to get the efficiency bonuses. Three is going to give us
Surface scanned by 50%.
shoot one right here in the middle. And one or two more on the back side should do it for us. So that's the horizon there. Let's go back right about there. Let's see if that'll give us enough. I doubt it. Nice center hit there. That's going to get us to 82%. This one's a little tricky here. Let's see. That's the horizon. We'll go right about here. Let's see if we get enough there with that one. I think this might be the last one for my efficiency. I may have just hit that same exact spot just around the corner a little bit. Yep. That was a wasted one. So let's bring that one in just a tad. It would have been nice to get an efficiency bonus on that ammonia. Oh boy. I screwed the pooch on this one. That should do it. There we go, 100%. Now let's take a look here at our map. Let's see how far it's going to take us to get. Well, we're just going to get that one for now. We'll head on to the next system. Let's try that again, shall we?
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm hoping that ammonia one gives me close to a couple 100,000 just in that one.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
I believe I got a 4A fuel scoop, or it's a 2A fuel scoop, if I remember right.
Fuel scooping complete.
I know I was flying with a 1E, and that was terrible. It would take forever. Can't wait to be able to get into a bigger ship, get a fuel scoop that's going to give me seconds instead of minutes, especially if I'm low on fuel. Alright, we'll take a look here, see if there's anything available. I thought I already did scan that. Go ahead and scan this and take a look what's available. Just the sun. So we're going to be moving on.
Frameshift drive charging.
If I remember right, I think I have about 35 jumps to go yet before I get to my destination. Let's go ahead and scan that right away. I'll fuel scoop and then I'll check my my jumps.
Fuel scooping.
And I'll show you the map of where I'm going.
Fuel scooping complete.
Get off the plane here a little bit. I like to pull out a little bit away from the plane of the system so I can get a good view instead of having that sun blocking my way. Or I'm sorry, that's a star. Alright, let's take a look here at the map. So we're going all the way down here. I'm taking smaller jumps so I can explore more systems, more money. I'm about at 5.3 million in credits, and very shortly here I'm hoping to get into an Asp Explorer. So we're heading down here into the Pleiades Nebula. Way down here off the plane. There's a lot of scary stuff that goes on in that nebula, a lot of Thargoid activity. It's amazing, this map, though. I sometimes find myself just looking around for 10-15 minutes at a time. And this is going to be our final destination. Don't know if we're going to get there tonight, but we're going to Merope. From what I was understanding, there is a possibility for barnacles to get the meta alloys. So let's take a look at our FSS scanner. Looks like we got a bunch of scanning to do. Find this the easiest way to make some money. It takes a little bit of patience, but I don't know, it's my personality. I kind of like doing those kind of things. Very analytical, I don't know if that's the right word, or detail oriented or whatever. Nice gas giant. Alright, let's go to the rocky bodies here, get these knocked out. Rocky, icy. That's what's nice when there's a gas giant involved. Usually you'll find a lot of the planets orbiting that. May look like a lot, but if you're strategic about it, you don't have to constantly be just going through the spectrum. And okay, what was that one again? Oh, that was an icy body. For a second there I thought that was metal, which would have been nice, but would also be obvious if I was actually on that spectrum. Got a bunch in here. Something close. It's kind of funny, I seen a lot of videos about Thargoid interdictions, and as funny as it sounds, I actually would kind of like to see that. It may, as long as they just scan me and leave me alone. Or if they're going to destroy me, hopefully it's right after I just dropped off a bunch of data and I don't have a bunch to lose. Gas giant with ammonia-based life. That's a pretty one. And once I get myself into a Asp Explorer, I'm thinking about doing a expedition, maybe going to Sagittarius Egg or the center. Something that's gonna take me a while. Just this game is incredible. The amount of you can really take yourself out of this world and just kind of put yourself in a completely different state. Very relaxing. Until you get interdicted or crash into a sun, run out of fuel. I did, first couple weeks I was playing, or I should say that when I came back to the game, I think everyone quits when they first start because it's so frustrating. There's a lot of stuff you gotta learn, big learning curve, but when I came back to the game, I ran out of fuel. Had a fuel scoop and everything, and I didn't plot it right. And I was stuck, and had to call the fuel rats. They're great guys. I was amazed how quick they got there. I'd like to thank Antidur Riken, I believe it was. He was the one who came and gave me fuel. I was down to close to 10 seconds on my oxygen. And and they just got there in time. Yeah, I could have lasted longer, but I realized I didn't turn off everything except for my life support. So let's take a look here. There's a couple metal rich bodies, high metal content. I don't know if anyone is watching, if they could answer this question. If there's a big difference between high metal content and metal rich. I'm not sure if I'm assuming metal rich would be more valuable, or if you're watching this later on, if you can maybe comment. So let's take a look here for that metal rich, see how far away that is. Alright, high metal content, and come on. I think these are all icy. This one might be metal rich. That's icy too, ain't it? Yep. Alright, where you at? Looking for the difference in color. Sometimes they look, you know, I never even checked this one. That's a gas giant, icy body, and that's the high metal content. Where is this sucker? These are all the same. Icy body, icy body. These are all going to be icy body, I believe. Huh. I could have sworn I saw them. Maybe it was... Let me take a look on the scanner once more. I bet you it was just showing up there as one. I don't know if there's one there or not. I have to go back and play the tape, see if I actually had that one. I'm curious if that's not the Pleiades right there. That's where we're actually heading. We'll just go to that high metal content one. I think, yeah, I just pull up the galaxy. Whoops. Head there, scan that one, and be on our way. Nice and close on this one. Oh, whoa. Blown by this one too. Sometimes I think I should have just kept the Super Cruise Assist on. I don't know how many times I've flown by. I think I fly by more than I actually show up in the right spot. I was understanding about 6 seconds is where you want it to lay off the throttle, bring it down, and then just kind of feather it back and forth. That might get us close enough to do the surface scanner. There we go. Alright. I like going for the horizon first. It gives me an idea of how much I'm going to actually have to throw out there. This one looks like it's fairly small. I might be able to get it with just these four right here.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Nah, I'm going to have to get one more, I believe. Well, I'm on the back side. Should be able to get it with this one. Hopefully. Maybe not. Hit the back side. And that should do it. There it is.
Surface scan complete.
And I got the efficiency bonus on that one. Too bad I couldn't have got that one on the Mono World. So we're gonna head on to the next one. Bunch of letters and numbers. All these are basically the same names with just a different number. One thing that would be kind of nice, I know they want to go for realism, is if they would allow the people that first discover a star system to name them, obviously within reason,
Frameshift drive charging.
instead of having all these, unless these are actual. I know there's some star systems that are real. I know a lot of them around Sol, and I know a lot of the nebulas are actual nebulas. It's crazy that there's literally 100 billion or 400 billion stars that you can actually visit.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
19 bodies. That's a pretty one. I like that one. That one's nice. Alright, we got another one in here. There it is. One more to go. From what I understand, I think if that little circle's a little bigger than the rest, that's usually where it's gonna be. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Got a high metal content one right there. We'll hit this one and then we'll head to the next. Maybe I should double check that before I don't think I saw any water or earth-like. I think it's ammonia, earth-like water when it comes to most valuable. And then the high metal. I guess it depends too. If it's able to be terraformed. This doesn't look like a very nice place to live. Kind of curious, can we land on this planet? Oop, wrong button. Nope, can't land on that one.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Hit the backside. I may need to hit it one more time. A little on the low side. Yep, gonna have to hit it one more. Right about there. Hopefully that's right. I only need 6%. This is probably my last chance for the efficiency on this one. A little bit too close to the center. A little bit more out. Oh, that was a dumb move there. Well, I definitely wasted my efficiency bonus on that one. Need 1%.
Surface
100%.
scan complete.
I'm gonna head on to the next system here. Let me put my location back in. There you are. Pleiades sector. Heading into new territory. I think these are the last. Oh, I've never showed you my jumps. I got 41 jumps yet to Maroop. Maybe that's the. That might be the. I think that's the Pleiades down there. Because we're heading. I have no idea which way's up.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna have to check, see if there's a station in one of these systems up here, so I can maybe sell some of this data just in case, so I don't get myself blown up and lose all this. What I understand, if there's a nav beacon, that's the best way to. With only 2 bodies, I'm more likely this one doesn't have one.
Fuel scooping complete.
Just double check. I know every time it says 2 bodies, it's just the 2 suns usually. But I always feel like I gotta check. Yeah, usually if there's a station, it'd be somewhere down in here, for one. Let's take a look. No nav beacon. Alright, on to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging.
76. I think that's a 76. Tauri. Guess that's a part of the Taurus
4, 3,
constellation. pretty wild to think about looking up and seeing all the stars. And obviously, this isn't real, but this is pretty scientifically accurate to how it would actually be. Apparently, they use the data that they've already that they've gotten to run the numbers to procedurally generate these, so it's as realistic as I can get it at this time.
Fuel scooping complete.
Head up here above the plane. Let's take a look if there's a nav beacon in this one. I don't know if I hit the scanner or not on this one. 5 bodies. It's a little low on the spectrum there. That might be... These might be water or earth. Oh, high metal content ones, that's where it's at.
System scan complete.
I thought they said there was 5. That's weird. Let's take a look at my map here. A bunch of suns. That's way down there though. I bet you. Yeah, I'm not gonna travel all that way just for that one. That would take me a while. On to the next.
Frameshift drive charging.
Starting to get into the
4,
Thargoid territory. Well, understand there are some barnacles in some of these planets in the Hyades or Hyades, or I don't know how you say that, but systems.
System scan complete.
3 bodies.
Fuel scooping.
Ever since I ran out of fuel, I don't care if I barely used any of the fuel, I scoop and fill myself up. Looks like we got ourselves an asteroid cluster or something there. I know, I think that might be signals. That's an asteroid belt. Pretty sure asteroid clusters don't count towards your total. Let's see. Whole bunch of asteroid belts or clusters in this system. Might be a good area for mining for metal. But we're gonna keep moving.
Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
A little close to the sun there.
Frameshift drive charging.
I like the way the background changes as you move. It's subtle, but you can tell, like, the stars get brighter, dimmer. You start seeing different features from nebula. There's a black hole somewhere in this region.
Fuel scooping.
I know this is probably boring to most people, and most people aren't going to really watch this, but it gives me the sense that I'm not alone out here in the universe into the dark black. I'm just kidding, of course. You gotta be a certain type of person to like this kind of stuff, but I don't know, I find this stuff fascinating, and some people look at you like how is this fun to you, but it's quite enjoyable for me. We got 6 bodies to discover. I always like to get excited thinking about every time there's a high metal. Every time I scan one of these, it's more money in my pocket and closer to getting a bigger ship, something better, get some better equipment. The main reason I'm actually going down here to the Pleiades is so I can get the meta alloy. Need to go to Felicity Farseer. She's the first one you unlock for the engineers to be able to. There's a lot of high metal in this system. There's another one. Might take a little bit of time on this. And be able to unlock some better upgrades that I can tinker with. Alright, let's see how far away these are. High metal content right off the bat there. We'll head to the first one. Try to knock these out pretty quick. I like the way the colors of the stars are. Nice and close here. It's wild when you can start seeing the nebulas. It's amazing you think about space just being black, but it's pretty cool. I'm gonna blow by this again, I think. There we go. Maybe I should have kept the Super Cruise Assist, but that's alright. Let's pop these off. I'll wait here, see what we got before I shoot my next one. Looking at the back side there.
Surface scanned by 50%.
We'll see what we can do here. Maybe we can get it on this one. It's always off by 1 or 2%. I don't want to shoot that last one unless I have to. And I'm gonna have to. Alright, take a look at the back side. We want to get straight there in the middle. That's the very top. So we're gonna need to go another full one. That should be right about there. Might be overlapping a little bit, but we need just 8%. You just need to get to 90% to be able to consider mapping the entire thing. That should do it. 100%. Alright, moving on to the next one. Metal. Did I read that right? I hit the wrong button there. I don't know if it makes a difference in the atmosphere being ammonia, or if it's got to be ammonia planet, but metal rich and ammonia, that might be it. I'm still getting used to this HOTAS. Alright, X button, Mike. There you go. Not too far to the next one. I think it's cool how the gravity works in this game too. It's pretty accurate. When you get closer to bodies, it slows you down. And landed on a few planets. Most of them have been low gravity, which is fun with your SRV. But I landed on a highest I've landed on so far was like a 2.3 gravity planet, and I bounced it off the surface, did a little damage, but not too bad. Almost there. Just pay attention, see if we can actually not blow by this one. I'm gonna take the throttle off at 10, drop it down all the way, and then hit it again. Especially if you're going farther distance, it seems like it really throws you off actually slowing down, because it takes so long to actually slow down. Sometimes I think it might just be quicker just to blow by the planet instead of going back and forth, back and forth. I think we did it. Should begin the surface scanner. There you go. Shoot these off. This one looks like it's a smaller planet. I don't get that white line isn't as far out. Oop, that one's a little bit too big. We'll shoot one in the center here. Probably didn't even need that one. That might have been a dumb move.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Looking at the backside there. One more ought to do it. Let's see how close I am to the center. I'm still having trouble judging the backside. I know it's probably just get as you shoot them more, you get more experience doing it. That was actually a
Surface
pretty good
scan
shot,
complete.
right there in the middle. I think there was one more metal rich or high metal. High metal. There's two more high metals. Might as well hit those. It's free money. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. It's funny how that map throws you off. It puts them all on the line. And you think they're all going to be close like that, but actually this one, yeah, this one is fairly close. But they could be on the opposite side of the sun, so they could be thousands of light seconds away. That's an interesting looking one. Maybe this is the one with the ammonia based atmosphere. It looks like it's a smaller one.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Might be able to get this with 5. Nope. Alright, one more around the backside. That should do it. Nice smack center.
Surface scan complete.
Efficiency bonus. Excellent. Alright, let's take a look here. I want to double check here, see if, nah, there's no nav beacon. One more to go. Jump to this next one here. That one's a methane-rich atmosphere. It'd be kind of cool if they added, with like how they have the fuel scooping, if you could actually go into different atmospheres and scoop the atmosphere, get the methane gas, do something. This one, that one's real far away. I'm not gonna hit that one. That one's gonna take a little while. We got 3 of them. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Jumped out of. Drop in here. We'll go on to the next one. Sector FBX C121.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'd like to know how people keep these names straight.
4, 3, 2,
I assume the numbers and letters have something to do with like a grid pattern when it comes to mapping a galaxy, or I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Maybe one of you guys could answer that question for me. Eight bodies. I don't think I can scoop this star. This must be not one of the KGB foams. Still haven't figured out exactly what they look like. The ones that I can scoop, the ones that I can't scoop. Let's give it a shot here, see what we got. Got a couple gas giants, I believe. Class 3. I don't know either what that means between the classes of the giants. I don't know if that's the size-wise, how big they are, or if that's like the type of gas they have in them. See, I didn't go far enough out there. There could have been one behind there, then I would have had to move to get that one. Oh, there's one up here. See how that one's a little bigger than this circle up here? It's one thing I'm finding out. It's how you can tell if you're actually on one or not. See, like, they're smaller. That's a big one, see that? I don't know. I'm sure plenty of people have realized that, but it's one thing I just realized that, see, like, that one's a little bigger, so I bet you if I scan up... Nope. Alright, let's check this plane down here. Some of these can get a little tricky to find. Now, I'm not positive how those arrows work. That they show you on the I know there's three letters or three layers there. And I can't figure out what that means. See, it doesn't change when I move. I don't know if that means that there's 3 signals there. We're having a hard time finding these. I hate leaving it not completely scanned. I got 2 more to go. You know, sometimes if I have trouble finding one, sometimes if I move a little, it gives me a little bit different perspective. I think I might have to move a little bit. Get a fresh look. Alright, we'll move out a little bit. I think you get a little extra cash for completely scanning a system. take another look here. Well, that was completely out of the way. That was just random. I was actually looking at that nebula. I was kind of just mesmerized by it there for a second. Helped me find it.
System scan complete.
Alright. Let's take a look here. Anything worth scanning? Or doing a detailed surface scan for. Doesn't look like it. I'm assuming those class 1 giants are decent to scan, surface scan, but they're a pain in the butt because half the time they're so big, you gotta hit them with like 12 probes. Actually, let me power down here for a second. Let me double check. No nav beacon.
Shift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
6 bodies. I know when I first played this game, it was so frustrating. I'm not interested in playing Rocket League right now. I hate that game. I love that game and I hate that game. It's very, I'm not very hand-eye coordinated when it comes to stuff like that. And I'm just running around and smashing into the walls and missing the ball completely. And there's a lot of good people on there, but there's a lot of people that are toxic, if that's the word you want to use. It's one thing I like about this community. I know everyone has their bad apples, but there's a lot of really supportive people in this group, in this game, in this community. There's one right there. I always love when there's more in one spot. Oop, not quite.
System scan complete.
I didn't see anything too valuable there. So we're just gonna head on to the next one. What's this? We might have a base here. Let me just take, I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Let's take a look at our map. Maybe that just means it's landable, or you can land on the planet. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Usually there's like 3 little lines on a planet that it's got a base. So we're moving on. jumps we got yet. Down to 34. Should be getting close to less than 100 light years. Maybe not. I think I was at 230 light years to go. I did about 170 the night before. So I'm highly doubt we're going to get there today. Don't quite have the stamina to do that.
System scan complete.
Plus this is like my time in the evening to do this, but I can't stay up too late or ruin the day for me tomorrow.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Might be a little close to the sun to be charging. I might get a little hot. Yep, steaming up a little bit.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Making the fuel rats proud. Although they probably don't scoop as much as I do. I scoop every single star that I can.
Frameshift drive charging.
When I get a little bit more comfortable and get into a bigger ship, that's one thing I might actually go out for and do that. Might be fun.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete.
Pretty sure there's nothing here to scan. 2 suns maybe. So moving on to the next.
Frameshift drive charging.
As you can tell, I'm only jumping between like 4 to 8, 9 light years at the max. So I'm going a total of, well, from when I started yesterday, I was going like 490 light years. So that's a lot of jumps. But at the same time, every system I stop at, I'm getting paid.
Fuel scooping.
It's always exciting when I get to a station and get to actually see how much I'm actually gonna make. I think I made like 1.3 yesterday doing, I think I did 40 some jumps, 50 some jumps. I was scanning all of the system. Why did my service scanner become available? Huh. Maybe it's the sun. I don't know about the suns. If you can scan, if you can service scan those or what. But let's go out. Let's go scan here. Get these taken care of. I always like trying to figure out too, if this planet is here, then the planet should be somewhere around here. Like when you see the lines start to form. So taking a look here, those two are on the same plane. But say if they were to have, if there were going to be some things over here, possibly there'd be like some moons around them, or see, like this one could be a moon. It's kind of off center of the. Actually, no, that's just on the back side of that plane there. That was high metal, wasn't it? Nope, that was the last one. Yeah, I'll look for it then. Must be a couple suns in that system.
System scan complete.
High metal right there. Let's see how far away that is. Nice and close. You could tell out of all the more valuable ones, the high metal is the least of the valuable ones because they, see, they pop up fairly decently. I've gotten one ammonia, which I believe that's actually my first ammonia planet. And I haven't got any Earth or water worlds, so I know ammonia is the most rare. And pretty sure it's Earth and or water and then Earth, going down. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the gas giants are the least of the valuable ones. It seems like you just get those a lot. That's a nifty looking planet. Almost looks like it would have geysers or something on it. Whoa, coming in a little fast. A little too close there, Mike. I don't like being right up against it, or it gives me a hard time. Alright. A little bit far away, I think, but we'll see. I think that's the coolest thing, shooting those probes. This is a small one, I think. I might be able to get this one with 4. I say this all the time, but I never do it. Of course not. I assume it's possible to get it with 4. It's got to be pretty small, probably. I'm curious what the actual radius is for those scanners. And if there's a difference in there's a higher level, because there's only
Surface
one
scan
surface
complete.
scanner when it comes to that detailed service scanner. I wonder if you can upgrade that stuff. Getting into the engineers. Alright, let's take a look here, see if there was another one close by. High metal, and so we'll hit this one. Take a look how far away that is. And then we'll keep on trucking. Yeah, we'll hit this one real quick. I think I read that wrong. It was 900. I thought that said 300. My TV isn't the greatest for seeing the numbers. I don't know if it's a PlayStation thing or what, but I always have trouble reading the actual numbers on it. But we're halfway there, so let's just keep on going. I think one thing that would be nice too when they bring out the fleet carriers is, I know people are placing them all around the galaxy, but it'd be kind of nice to station them halfway between systems that are spread apart with a lot of stars in them. Though that doesn't really help you when it comes to distance. If you could jump to it, that would be nice, but can't do that. I played this for a while with just the controller, and I don't know if I could go back to playing with a controller. It's so much more immersive. One thing I wish that this game had for the PlayStation was the VR. Actually be able to look around your cockpit. That would be amazing. I'm sure people on PC could get treated to that. You might actually literally think you're in space. Alright, any second now. There it is. This one looks like a baby. And I'm going to say it again. Maybe I can get it with 5.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oh yeah, I got this one. Come on, 1%. Shoot that last one off. I swear it plays with me just to mess with me. It's like 1%. Yeah, we can't give it to him. Alright, 100% efficiency bonus. We're gonna jump to the next system here. We got 30 jumps to go.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm pretty sure that red is the nebula. It's gotta be, because we're kind of heading on a downward trajectory.
4, 3, 2, 1. System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Got a little on the hot side there. Almost up to 70%. I think that's percent, not degrees. First I thought that was just degrees, which made absolutely no sense at all. Wait, what? How come I can't? Too fast, but I don't want to exit. I want to jump. What's going on here? That's my jump right there. Locked destination.
Frameshift
Huh,
drive charging.
that's weird. I think I might have hit the X button and clicked off a bit.
Four, three, two,
Yeah, I apologize. I'm not the most entertaining host. Hopefully, if I do this a couple days, get a few people maybe watch, start chatting, we can start actually having little conversations to be a little bit more entertaining if I'm actually talking to somebody. But hey, if it helps you go to sleep, appreciate it.
System scan complete.
2 bodies. Pretty positive it's just 2 suns. Nothing to scan there.
Frameshift drive charging.
No money in that system really. Although it does speed up the travel a little bit, so I will admit sometimes I'm like, oh okay, I don't gotta scan nothing. Well, look here, we can get there faster. But like they said, it's about the journey, not the destination. $17. Let's make some money.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I'm actually flying out of the galaxy, kind of. I'm heading towards the edge of it. What was I doing? There we go. Got 15 to find. Nothing but icy bodies, rocky bodies. See, we got one person that hopped on there, just taking a trip to the Pleiades. Actually, believe we're entering the Pleiades systems. Got a few more jumps to go. When I say a few more, I mean like 30. Feel free to say hi in chat if you'd like. If not, just enjoy, watch, relax. My name is Commander Midnight 81. And once again, I'm getting an invite for Rocket League, and I do not want to play. I played this guy one time, and for some reason he likes to constantly invite me. Excuse me. Every scan is a little bit of extra money in the pocket, as long as I can make it to a station and give it to the cartographer. Rocky ice, something different. Still not worth much. We got one more to get. Where are you at? There you are.
System scan complete.
Alright. Let's see if we got a base or a station to land on in this system. Doesn't look like it. So we're moving on to the next one.
Frameshift drive charging.
We got 27 more jumps to go. Still scares the crap out of me when I come out of hyperspace, or hyperspace.
System scan complete.
I'm flying up against that sun. That'd be crazy in VR. Looks like we only got 2 systems, or 2 stars. Don't think we got one to scan here. Oh, so big fat, very little money on that one. On to the next.
Drive charging.
It's kind of creepy as the farther out I go towards the edge of the galaxy, it just gets darker and darker. The stars seem to get brighter and brighter. Yowza, that was close. Not really. 18 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
let's take a look. I'm curious to, really would like to get to a, I already scanned this. Really would like to get to a station and drop off this data. You see, get myself blown up and lose all of it. Let's just go a little farther out here, away from the sun. Get a better view when we scan. That looks promising. No, that's a cluster. Something satisfying about scanning these and getting them completely filled in. Kind of reminds me of Mass Effect in a little bit of way. Except I guess that was just actually the scanning of the planets. There should be some, there we go. The detailed surface scanner definitely, I forget, it had like a radio tuner and you were looking for different types of materials, I believe. It's been a long time since I played Mass Effect. Never even played the fourth one. Or third one. Yeah, fourth one. I understood that was, I think that was Bethesda Games. I guess they dropped the ball on that one. I think it was cool that you could actually explore and you could actually do missions down on planets. Apparently they're talking about doing some, I guess they're calling them space legs for the game, but that'd be difficult to do, especially with the amount of what you can actually do in the game. It'd be awesome if you could do it. Kind of like Star Citizen, but I guess apparently Star Citizen is really detailed when it comes to what they have, but it's just not as massive when it comes to, I mean, there's 100 billion stars that you can visit in this game. I know some of them are locked because they're going to work on their different expansions and stuff later on down the road, but still, I mean, you could play this game 24 hours a day and you probably couldn't get through 1% of the systems. Not to mention just what I'm doing here, there's so much more to do in each system. You know, scan for data, you can, you know, land on planets. Sometimes, sometimes games that are this big can be a little overwhelming, but if you just focus on one thing, that kind of helps. You know, sometimes you got to be in the mood too. If you're not, if you're not focused on what you're doing, you get a little scatterbrained, then you're just gonna fly around and do absolutely nothing in this game. Alright, what was I doing? Oops, wrong one. I don't think we had anything here that was worth detail scanning. I see bodies. Yeah, this is all basically stuff that it's not going to pay that much, not worth the time. Into the next sector. Actually making pretty good time on these. I think I'm down to into the 20s, 20 jumps, something like that. It's possible. Might get to my location. It's 25 bodies. There's a lot of suns in this system. I keep calling them suns, but I guess they would be stars. I guess the sun would be our star. Soul, whatever you call it. Unexplored. Let's take a look here. Lots to scan. There we go. Class 1. That one's kind of cool. A little different than the rest. Big class 2, 3 giant. That's a big boy. And then there's got to be some actual rocky and icy ones in here. It's a nice tip that I kind of discovered. Well, just thinking about it with when it comes to orbits of planets and stuff. I always like to look for the big gas giants and stuff, and then usually there's going to be a lot of planets or moons or whatever orbiting around those. It's a good way to knock out a bunch. Once I get the giant out of the way, then I scan the smaller ones around it. There should be... oh, maybe not. Missed one. And then I'll pop it back up there to the giants. Hit that one. That's a weird angle. It almost looks like it's got a hat. I'll jump down here back to the icy bodies and knock these out. Two more to go, and we are finished.
System scan complete.
And I didn't think there was any with a high metal or earth-like or anything like that, so take one quick look at the system map here. Make sure there's not a base or something we can land on. Get this data sold. Repeating myself, but I'm starting to get nervous. The more I jump, the more I risk running into something I don't want to, or... Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna... Let me just double check this one real quick. Alright. Jumping.
Frameshift drive charging.
Out of the high 80s, or whatever you call that, into the hips. We were in some of those HIP ones before. And then they went to the high 80s, and now we're going back to it. So I don't quite understand the labeling when it comes to that. You would think they would all be together. Big bright one. Need sunglasses for that one. Well, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a station in this system. Before we jump here, I'm going to take a look, see how many jumps we got yet. 23 jumps. And our final destination is going to be Merope. We'll be looking for barnacles to get some meta alloys. Need to get one. I'd rather just harvest it than have to actually pay for it. I think it's like 200,000, 300,000 just to buy one. I could, but plus I kind of want to take the chance of running into a Thargoid. It's possible if I grab a meta alloy, I can get hyperdicted. Kind of cool to see. As long as they don't shoot at me. Because I'd be toast. 17 bodies.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, any stations in the system? Oh, I can't tell yet. Didn't see a nav beacon, did I? I don't think so. Let's get to scanning. A lot of icy ones. That's always the maximum there. That might be high metal there. Yep, high metal ones. That's a cool looking one. There was another one right around here somewhere. Let's see. Kind of on a weird plane here. There's a lot of them. And like I said before, I mean, I'm not really getting much for these scans here. I think there is a bonus for scanning the entire system, and it's just my personality. I gotta get them all. Oh, I think I missed one. Definitely slows down the trip, but that's okay. Not in any rush. I make a terrible delivery person if I have to deliver something within a certain amount of time. It'll get there in time, but it's gonna be close. We got 2 more to find, and then we're gonna hit that high metal one. Do a detailed surface scan on that one. And oh, there's a second one. See how far away that one is. We see how close they are. If they're more than 1,000 light seconds away, I usually will leave them
System
be.
scan complete.
Let's take a look at the map here. See how far we got. Oh, 2 different stars. That's never good. High metal and high metal. These 2 right here. That one's like, I think that's 1,000. That, yeah, I'll click on them, but yeah, we'll hit that. Get these 2. Scan them, get that taken care of. A little extra money in the pocket never hurts. I'm excited. I actually think I have enough coinage to actually get the Asp Explorer now, and that'll be nice. One of these days here soon, I'd like to actually take a travel to the center of the galaxy, take a look-see around. I know there's a decent amount of time that's invested into that. Definitely, if I were doing little tiny jumps like I'm doing here, it would take me forever. Gotta figure I'm only going 200 light years today, somewhere around there, if I get to my destination. And that's taking me like, I've been on now for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. I don't know, I've lost track of time, but you gotta multiply that by 100. No, it's 20,000 light years to the center from the area that we're in, the bubble area. No, 20,000 light years, I'm sorry. But still, that's a lot of jumps. If I'm jumping only 6 light years at a time, you can figure out the math. That's a long drive, especially if I'm doing this. That's a pretty... I really like that planet. If that was a little closer, I don't know if it hits the sun or not, but that'd be cool to see it lit up. It might just be it gets a little bit of light, but not that much. Alright, we'll try these horizons here, hit these corners. One in the center. Let's see what that does. Pretty rainbows.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Did I get it on the first shot? Nope, of course not. Pop one around the backside. See how close I can get to the center here. I think I might be a little on the low side. It's probably going to be somewhere in here. Right where that circle's at. The inner circle. Oh, no, that was pretty straight on. Beautiful. So we'll move to the next planet. Depending on the distance. Yeah, that one is gonna take forever to get to. I'm not gonna bore you that much. I know, not the most entertaining thing to begin with, so let's keep you somewhat entertained. Let's take one more look at this map. See, there's one planet here. I want to zoom in on that, make sure that doesn't have... Nope, still no system. So, word to the wise, definitely don't try to come out here without a fuel scoop. Because there's no stations on this trip. Or you better have a pretty good jump range. It's the second time it's done that now, where I try to... Oh, no wonder why. I clicked off of it. There we go. And now we're back in Pleiades, or whatever. We went to that... Let's take a look at the galaxy map. Let's see how we're doing. We got a while yet still. Definitely getting closer though than we were. Drop it down here. And there's our final spot. I'll show you where we started. I'm not sure if I can actually show you where we started, but I'll show you where my journey began yesterday. I'm pretty sure that's even farther than that. Oh, dun, 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 dun. So we started I think we started there. But if we zoom out here, the purple there is the engineer. That's where I actually got to take it then, which is a long ways away. And where did my thing go? There we go. So there's the Pleiades Nebula down there. Drop her down here. I think it's wild just thinking about you can go out in any direction, but then there's up, down, any way you go, there's stars. So the Pleiades, I don't know how, I know there's an accurate map. Let's go realistic, there we go. I think that I'll just show you what it actually looks like. So we're coming in this way. There's that red one that I was talking about from earlier. If I can actually see it. Oh, how do I get to go? Maybe I gotta go up. Oh, that's Bernard's Loop. That's what I've been seeing. That big red one. We're going to this little puffy cloud right here. The Pleiades. Let me see how many more light years we actually have to get there. We have actually no, that's just showing us all around. Anyways, in fact, I'm gonna take a quick little 5-minute intermission here, and I'll be back. Get myself something to drink, and if you guys are still here, I really appreciate you hanging out, watching. And if not, well, I'll journey on by myself. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I'm going to take a quick look here on the Inara app or website. I want to see how close I am to a station. I really need to get this data downloaded. I'm going to pop in here real quick. Sorry I'm not very technical when it comes to being able to throw this stuff up on the screen for you. What's nice about Inara is you can import your data, so it grabs it from the server. Now it puts me exactly where I'm at on the map, and I can see where a station's at. Trying to remember here. I'm in Pleiades sector AFZ B0. I'm actually going to try the other one, the EDDB. I think that one will be better for finding a station. Jump to station. Search. Find stations. Running a little slow. Oh wow. I'm 55.6 light years away from the closest station. I'm way out there. Well, guess we're not gonna be stopping at a station. Alright then. Let's just hope nothing happens between here and there. I think you gotta go into the galaxy map to actually bring up your route again. There we go. 17 jumps to Merope. Alright, that automatically locks it for you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the thing that's a little scary, if I were to blow up, and lose my ship. I can get my ship back, but it's gonna take me all the way back from where we started.
Fuel refill complete. System scan complete.
2 bodies, probably 2 suns.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
18 bodies. I don't think I can scoop this star. It's not looking like it. Looks like some good prospects here. I think there might be one or two planets we can scan. Oh wow, that's a big one. Metal. A lot of high metal in this system. Looks like there's a couple more. This might be a water world here. A lot of giants in this one. One more hiding out here somewhere. There it is.
System scan complete.
Alright. And if I am looking at that correctly, I think that was the Pleiades right there. looks fairly close. Oh yeah, that one's close. I'm excited to see what the total is. Blowing right by this planet. Total is for the credits. And I can actually turn these in. It's a little too far away for me. Be a little closer here. Would have been easier if I was on the sun side, but
Surface scanned by 50%.
look at that. I did it with 5. Alright, let's open the map up, go to the next one. Another close one. These planets seem to be moving pretty quick around the sun. You could see it was moving as I was shooting the probes at it. You could definitely tell it's moving away from me. It's taking a little bit of time to catch up to them. Curious what that black patch there is, what nebula that is. Oh, blown by this one again, probably. Yep. Excuse me.
Surface scanned by 50%.
You know, I'm starting to think if you shoot them from farther out, you get a better amount of coverage, it seems. Another high metal. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 high metals, 5 high metals, 6 high metals, 7 high metals. This might might be a good could cash out here on this system. Oh, I didn't think I got efficiency bonuses on those though, so I might have needed to get that before. I think one of these days we'll get that, being able to stop in good time. Alright, let's just wait on 4 here. See how much we get.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
I didn't get an efficiency bonus for that? That's... wow. Alright. This system might get me 1,000,000 credits right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep all hands and arms inside the window until we come to a complete stop. Relatively speaking, of course. Alright, let's try just shooting 3 at it once. Actually, let's just go with 2 and see how much we get. See how much that planet's moving?
Surface scanned by 50%.
Look at that, I got that with 2.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, that explains it. chain. So that red nebula there, that is the Bernard's Loop. Surface scanner should be popping up here any second. This one must be a little bigger or smaller. I can't figure out which. Yeah, it's a little bigger. So it's probably not going to work with just two this time. We'll see.
Surface scanned by 50%.
We'll try 3, but I don't think we're going to get enough. In fact, I know we're not going to get enough. I'm going to shoot that 4th one off. I'm going to have to shoot off a 5th one here.
Surface scan complete.
Efficiency. And I believe there was one more metal planet here to grab. Oh, 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. So there's a total of 9 high metal planets. Just say detailed surface scan is probably 100,000, 50 to 100,000 per scan, and I'm just guessing. That could be way off. But on the conservative side, I know some of the higher ones, like the water ones, ammonia ones, they can give you close to 1 million just for a detailed surface scan. Oh, geez, that is a... Am I reading that right? Or, oh, no, there was 2 there. That's why. Oh, you would think that he'd get the hint that I'm not going to play Rocket League. Nothing wrong with Rocket League. Uno, dos. It's gonna take a tres and a quattro. And maybe even a cinco. Starting to get late, I'm getting a little crazy. Probably play till about midnight.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Like I said, I didn't think I was gonna get to where I wanted to go tonight, but they took a nice big chunk out of it at least. It's possible. It all depends on how many systems I scan and do a detailed scan on. Come on. Give me 90. Nope. Gotta go around. %3 is all I need. See down there on the bottom, we got the first discovered by and the first map by. First discovered is the FSS scanner, which I do at the beginning, and the first mapped is the actual shooting the probes. And I've yet to actually find one that no one's mapped yet. You have to get out there, way out there, to find one of those. So I think we got 3 left. Oop, 3 to go. Oop, wrong button. I think this is the most planets I've actually scanned or did a detailed surface scan on in a system. I'm curious to see what kind of credits I get for this system. As much as I'm scanning this system, it might be 12 o'clock before I finish. My birds are gonna be cranky in the morning. I haven't covered them up yet. You can probably hear them. They usually go to bed about 9. We've been staying up a little later with Daddy. Gotta get back in the habit of going to bed at 9 o'clock. Go back to work on Monday. I was off last week on a vacation, if you want to call it that. I can't figure out exactly what the difference is. Like sometimes you feel like you're like right on top of the planet to be in surface scanner range. I'm assuming the smaller planets are the ones that you gotta look like they're closer to. Let's actually go in the scanner. That'd be a good idea. Because the bigger the planet looks, the closer you are to it. And if it's a larger planet, it's gonna look. I don't know. I can't quite figure that out. The brain's not working quite right. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit it again. Might have to hit it 2 more times.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Might be able to get it on this shot. Nope, I'm gonna have to go one more. Might have to even hit it one more time after that, depending on where this one hits. Key is to try not to overlap as much as possible to be more efficient. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
Efficiency target bonus. Two to go. And I swear we'll move on to the next system. I like how the scenery changes as you move through space, especially when you jump between systems. Obviously the scenery stays the same in a system, but you can start seeing different arms of the galaxy. And one thing I'd like to do eventually, when I get a better explorer ship, is to actually go straight up out of the plane and get up high enough so that you can actually see the entire galaxy. There's actually some stars up there that you can get to. That'd be a pretty cool sight. It's just wild to think about. It's just mind blowing. And I'm gonna blow by this one because I was talking too much. Or maybe not. Yep, here I go. Whee! I've done this so many times now, but every time I do it, it just fascinates me. At least I seem to be getting a little bit more proficient on not wasting so many probes. At least you don't have to restock these. They recharge, or I don't know how it works, but it would be a pain if you had to constantly restock them up. 64%. I'm probably gonna have to shoot one more after this. I'm looking at the backside. Yep, I'm gonna have to shoot one more. Looking for dead center. Nice.
Surface scan complete.
And there's one more, I believe. Yep, one more to go. That's pretty crazy, if you think about it. That just shows you, like, I guess, their actual distance from the sun. But you can actually go to a orbital one like this, and it'll show you where exactly they are in the plane of the orbit. But that one can be a little confusing to look at. But enough talking, let's keep scanning. I think too, when you're flying real close to a planet, it actually slows your speed down, and it makes it hard to speed up. As you get farther away from it, it'll start. The gravity will be less. I'm excited to, I know every year or so they like to put together this thing called Distant Worlds. I think if the next one comes up, being a ship, that'd be good enough to actually do that. They give you waypoints, and you can go visit like special interests, and you do like science and stuff. And like some of them are to like build a space station in an area that doesn't have one, so you got to go out and mine, get a certain amount of materials to help build a space station. A lot of role-playing stuff, but it's sounds like it's a lot of fun. They go for like 4 to 5 months at a time. They'll go like in waypoints. Excuse me, I'm starting to lose my voice here. And he thought space was quiet. That's a real cool one. I like that. Almost just like there's ice on the poles. Yeah, I'm learning not to be so trigger happy now. Shoot a couple off, see how much of a percentage it gets before I start sending them out. That proficiency bonus is a big deal. It makes a lot of difference. Alright, so 2 more. It's gonna get me close, but I may have to shoot the 5th one. In fact, I may have to shoot 2.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. Yep, gonna have to shoot one more. Ooh, I was a little off on that one. Phew,
Surface
just
scan
enough.
complete.
Alright, we are ready to move on. Allegedly. I just want to double check here. Make sure there ain't a system that I can, or a planet that I can land on. It's not looking like it. Alright, galaxy map. Now, if I remember right, that should automatically put the jump back on there for me. No, it didn't. Alright, we're jumping. It's only been, what, 30 minutes?
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Pleiades sector is our next jump. We are going to make it to the Pleiades. We're not going to get to our destination more than likely, but we're actually going to get in there.
fuel scooping complete.
5 bodies. Let me just double check my thing here. Let's see how close that station is. We are in Pleiades sector YTA B3. .25 light years from the closest to the closest station. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me double check something. Yeah, that includes the planetary landings. Yep. Well then, into the Pleiades. Let's just
Frameshift's
hope
drive charging.
the Thargoids don't feel like messing with me. They shouldn't. I don't have anything that they want yet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a pretty long jump. That was 14 light years. Three bodies. Don't think I can scoop this star. Oh, there is 2 to scan here. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Let's jump over to this one. They're gonna both be right in here.
System scan complete.
System scan complete.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, that sun's close. There's a bunch of suns in this one. Stars, I'm sorry. I will get that right eventually. Any scientists listening to me would be probably cringing. I gotta be careful here. There's 2 stars that are... Actually, I'm sandwiched between 3 stars. There's 1. Let me go back to 2. Wow. This might be a good picture to take here. Let me get out of here and make it cut off for a second here. I want to get a picture. Alright, let's see here. There's 1 star. 2 stars. I've lost where my ship is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get both of them in the same picture or not. Hmm. Wonder if I can... Nah. I could readjust myself to get a better picture, but... Whoa, whoa, slow down there, Mike. Hopefully I'm not getting too close to it. Let's put it so that the stars... There's 1, 2... There we go, that'll be a good shot. I think I'm gonna go for a close up here. I'm gonna lose you guys for just a second. I'll be right back. I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna lose you guys one more time here. Alright, I believe I'm back. Let me, I think I scanned this system. Flat bodies, there's 5 stars I believe, so I might be good. No, there's one giant over here. And there it is.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I'll learn eventually which stars I can actually scoop or not just by looking at them. I think I'm maybe a little too close to the stars here. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's kind of funny if you think about it. I can see that there's nobody watching, so I'm talking to myself. Hopefully people watch this later,
System scan
so
complete.
that way I don't sound like a crazy person talking to myself.
Frameshift drive charging.
But then again, if someone's watching me for this amount of time,
4,
I might make
3,
them crazy
2,
too.
1.
I'm just joking. Definitely starting to get a little tired here. Kind of want to push through, but it's 27 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
That's really starting to look cool now out here in space. Everything's getting more colorful. Guess nebulas are basically like the birthplace of a lot of stars, where I guess I think nebulas are the when a star explodes, right? And then all the matter and stuff starts to condense, and that doesn't sound right. I don't know. Lots to scan here. Before we do that, though, I'm just double checking, seeing if there was a station somewhere around here. Once I scan, maybe there's one. I know the jumps are getting a little bigger. That's really cool. I love that. There's those stars right there. Let's get this stuff scanned. Oh wow, there's a lot right there. Getting focused on the task at hand. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's either that, it's a Thargoid ship about ready to attack me, one of the two. Alright, we got one more signal up here. At least one. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be, or the rest of these will probably be right in here. One more to find. And there you are.
System scan complete.
And there wasn't anything really worth scanning here, I don't think. Nope. Let me check this one more time. I'm gonna try to get, I might actually take a detour and put myself in a station. I just can't see myself leaving it. Right now we're in Pleiades sector BZ OB6-2. .7 light years away. So I'm actually going to detour myself to that system. It's in the HIP 19072 system. So I can get over there and get this data downloaded, get that money, and go to bed. Let's see here. I'll put this in. Whoops, what did I do? HIP 19072 with a space. 19072. Alright. Got a couple jumps to go. And I'm not even gonna scan these. I'm just gonna get there. So that way I can get this thing docked. gonna be the most pressure-filled landing in my life. If I don't want to get blown out of the sky if I run into a ship, or I'm gonna cry if that's the case.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll do the honk of the horn, get at least that data, and then we'll just jump to the next system, get there.
Fuel scooping complete.
Commander needs to find himself a bed.
Frameshift drive charging. Scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I think we're coming in on our final destination. This might be a pulsar. Nope. I forget what those are called.
Fuel scooping.
Right.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oh, nope. I had one more jump to do, I believe. I think those stars there that I was talking about are the actual Pleiades stars. The ones you see.
Frameshift drive charging.
Look at that, there's a nav beacon. That means that there's a station, more than likely, which there should be because I just looked it up. Scan this nav beacon, find where that station's at, and set it down. scan that one? Alright, we got the scan. Now we should be able to find the system, or the, we can go to Cooper Research Center. We'll lock onto that. What is that, by the way? That's a pretty cool one. I like that shit.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Oh, non-human signal sources. There are Thargoids all over this place. At least that's what I think that means. I just want to get there. Just want to get there. At least let me get in and get my data put in. I hope this is in a station that's been attacked. There's non-human signal sources all over the place. Distress calls. Look at that, there's our first Earth-like world. Too bad, I'm just trying to get in the station. Please don't be in bad shape.
Docking request granted.
Landing pad 1. Let's get in there, get that data downloaded. Oh, I'm backwards. And we're touchdown.
Engines disengaged.
A little bit of a sigh of relief there. Get in here to Starport Services, get this data sold. Are you kidding me? Wait, that's in context, right? No. There's no cartographer here? Well, that is frustrating. But anyway. So we are here, Cooper Research Center. Traveled a good bit. Scanned a lot of systems. Still haven't sold it yet, though. We'll take a look, see how far we have to actually get to where we need to go. Got 41 light years. I'm so close. We started off needing, we were at like 230 light years. So we went about 190 light years tonight. Let me go ahead and plot this route. So that'll be plotted for us for tomorrow. Not sure when I'll do it tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon. I'll have to be going to bed fairly early. Go back to work on Monday. But I appreciate any of you guys who were hanging out, watching, laughing, making fun of, whatever. But on that note, I'm going to be calling it a night, and you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.